Good day, everyone. Today, our topic is about application of entrepreneurial skills in nutrition and diet therapy. This lecture is from the lecture of Mr. Eugene Rowan-Koo, one of the faculty facilitator of nutrition and diet therapy. I am Dr. Nemy Santos, and today I will facilitate our discussion. First, we have to define entrepreneurship. This is the pursuit of opportunity beyond resources control. These three keywords has their own definition and which can be described as first, the pursuit. This is the attitudes, beliefs, and actions of an individual entrepreneur, which can be best described as a singular, relentless focus. So focus means paying attention to your particular interests. Next is resiliency. This is your capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Just like Filipinos during pandemic, they were able to show their resilience by venturing to some sort of livelihood, whether online or in the forefront, to be able to sustain their needs, and to be able to earn a living despite of restrictions. Next is sense of urgency. This is the ability to focus on your need. And then passion. Passion is your enthusiasm to do things. Next is positive attitude. Positive attitude is being proactive and focusing on what you can do best in the future. And then discipline. Discipline is one of the most important ingredient in achieving success. The last is balance and time management, which can probably be described as proper timing and time organization. Next is opportunity. So this is the type of venture an entrepreneur starts in a particular market or industry, which can be modified or described as innovative offering. So innovative offering means creating a venue for innovative thinking or offering something new. Next is new business model, better, cheaper, or more efficient offering. So presenting new business models can probably be described as offering new products that may support the current trends and needs of our customers or consumer. And then targeting new customers means knowing your target market. Next is beyond resources control. This is the external constraints on the entrepreneur. Resource constraints that require the entrepreneur to manage risk and gain access to resources. So managing risk to gain access is being brave, using fortitude in dealing with matters pertaining to make good entrepreneurial decisions. So that is how entrepreneurship is defined. Next, we have to know some of the concerns and overcame it. These are probably be best described as innovation or idea, the time, and funding. Let us try to discuss each one. So first is innovation and idea. Most ideas have been thought of before, so you have to think of new and what is currently being talked about in the market. And all will have competition, so competition has always been our challenge. So success comes down to executing on your own idea well and finding the right customers where you can solve their needs better. So you have to focus on the needs and think of all your favorite companies that would probably be describing someone who started as very similar when they founded. So they may probably starting very low or very simple, and now there are well-known companies in the market. So, idea, you have to focus on your interest. What seems interesting in the market nowadays? Focus on the needs of the majority. What seems to be interesting. And then next is time, no? Time is a very important factor. You have to start a company by looking into possibilities on how and when you're going to start your company or your product launching. Starting a company does take time, and this just comes down to managing your time well. So proper timing, right execution of projects, and proper planning will lead you to a desirable results. So recall also that many great ventures start as side projects, no? Which is why companies like Google allow their employees 20% of their time to work on projects they think will benefit the company. Next is about funding. So the average amount to start a company is only about 500,000 to 1.5 million pesos. So depending on the source, Kaufman Foundation estimates $30,000, while the Small Business Association quotes smaller numbers. So do not be afraid of these numbers, no? So most entrepreneurs fund their companies either on their own or with a small loan from friends and family. So which means that you can start with small capital, no? And try to think that everything comes from small package, and then it will become a something that is being looking forward to by everybody, no? So insight on funding, this will really depend on your resources. You can always start small, then start leveraging your business, just like what I'm telling you about earlier, once you gain proper momentum. This is according to Ku in 2020. Just do not give up on your goal, and do not be afraid to take risks, no? For as long as you are planning well, or planning right, for you will definitely end up with your new business positively. So remember, the small business usually um, origin from a small business and then become well known and progressive in the future, just like some brands now in the market. You may try googling or watching YouTube, no, for success stories of small business that flourish in the end. Next, insight on entrepreneurship to nursing. So what is the relationship of entrepreneurship to nursing, no? It can be a second income for you, especially if you want to achieve something at an early age in terms of finances. And how does it takes to become nurse entrepreneur? Now, you have to be working, no? You have to make this as your challenge. Some people may think that nursing is not particularly related to entrepreneurship, no? However, advocates on helping people make healthy choices by choosing products that will most benefit their body. I know of some people, particularly nurses, who became successful entrepreneur. And all they have to do is they allow creativity, and they focus on something that will help people to achieve optimum health level, no? So according to Ko, these two disciplines can be fused together. And it is more likely to happen if you think of the possibility that we can venture into business related to health, no? This we can articulate our goal to help people achieve optimum health. Next, will you let this thing stand in your way, or will you be the one of the brave ones as nurse entrepreneur? Now, to become nurse entrepreneur, you have to have a heart, you have to have a head, you have to have hands, and you have to have home. So these are things that you will be needing. Just like nursing, being a nurse entrepreneur, you have to remember the 4H. Heart, having the passion, work ethic, and drive. So it has always been our trust to care for people. Now, when we care with people, we focus on their needs, no? So what are the things that they need to be able to become healthy? So next is head, learning the business skills and process. You have to study, you have to learn, you have to research on things for you to be able to know everything. And it will take you a person who knows how to do things the nurse entrepreneur way. Next is hands, doing stuff, interviewing customers, prototyping, and more. You have to deal with people. You have to interact for you to be able to know the market, for you to be able to know the environment, no? And then home, having a community of peers, mentors, and instructors that will help you deal with somebody that are related to other people, which may in turn becomes your client or customer, can be of great help, no? Sabi dito, sounds familiar? Yes, because it's also found in nursing. So we just need to learn by doing. So nurse or nursing and entrepreneurship can be fused together by remembering and putting this 4H together: the heart, the heads, the hands, and home. So being an entrepreneurs have to do process, no? The entrepreneurship process. Modified to fit in NCM 105, nutrition and diet therapy. So since we are talking about our course, nutrition and diet therapy, this process have to be followed, no? So first is idea development, the customers, the offering, and the logistic. Idea development, you have to know your interests, what seems interesting, focus on the needs base. Know your opportunities, no? Study your market, no? And then study your customers. What are your particular knowledge about your target market, no? And then what do you need to offer? What product is currently booming in the market? And then how are you going to do the logistics? This process have to be followed for you to be able to become successful nurse entrepreneur. So our next discussion will deal on idea development. No? So we have to pause for a while and then continue with our discussion